Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're back with another session of Evore by Evore. And with me, I have Audrey here. Audrey, do you mind introducing yourself?
I am Audrey Hope, breast cancer survivor. Been for 5 years.
Ooh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, so we have Audrey here. We're just going to dive into the interview session, and after we can go into the makeup session. Y'all are used to my channel already, so you know like the whole vibe. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
And then we'll go into the fun part of the makeup session.
Okay.
So my first question is, how did it start? At what point did you realize you had cancer? And what were the symptoms?
So I didn't have any symptoms. I was in the shower, and for some odd reason, well, I won't say some odd reason, it hadn't been done. For like 3 months straight, I was checking my breast every day in the shower, which is unusual because, you know, you get do the self breast exam every once a month. And I was 34 at the time. So, you know, I wasn't getting mammograms. But for some reason, I just felt the need to check my breast in the shower every single night. Well, one night, I felt a little lump. I was like, I know I had dense breast tissue, but that knot felt just a little bit different. It was a knot more than, you know, dense. Yeah. So I was like, okay. I let it slide. And I checked it again and again and again. And it seemed to be getting a little bigger. Well, it got to the point where if I did this, I could see it. So then I was like, okay, that's let me check. So I called my gynecologist, and you know, she ordered me a mammogram. And I went and had the mammogram. I stayed there for my results the same day. They told me it was benign, and to come back in 6 months for a follow-up. Well, when I told they sent the results to my gynecologist, and my mom had ovarian cancer. She passed away from ovarian cancer. So my gynecologist wasn't comfortable with the results. She was like, well, I don't know if we should wait 6 months. Maybe we should go see a surgeon. And, you know, just kind of like see what he thinks, because, you know, with your mom having ovarian cancer, you can carry the brachygen. Yeah, I don't know if you know the brachygen. Yeah, the brachygen. You can have either ovarian or breast. Right. So I was like, I never thought about that, because I didn't even know that with the brachygen you can have ovarian or breast. I thought it was just breast. So I was like, okay. And I was like, well, they said it was benign, so why do I need to see a surgeon? And she was like, well, I'm going to leave it up to you. You can wait 6 months or you can go see the surgeon. So I was like, well, I don't know, going to wait 6 months. What if it is? Yeah. So I ended up seeing the surgeon. By the time I got to the surgeon, the lump had gotten bigger. So he was like, let's just get it out. I can do a biopsy on it, and then we can for sure tell what it is. And that's what happened. I had surgery. I had the lumpectomy. And it came back cancer. So that's when the whole cancer journey started. I was devastated. I was like, what? What stage was it? It was 1C, which is 2, right under a 2. So, and it was just in that one spot in my ductal area. So when he told me, well, let me go back, because when I had the surgery, they told me to come back in a week for my results. I waited the whole week. So I was like, surely I don't have it, because, you know, I feel like they would call me sooner and be like, hey, come in now. Yeah. But no. I waited a whole week to go in there and be told that I had breast cancer. Yeah. So I was devastated. I was like, I feel like I was He didn't even tell me I had breast cancer first. When he came in the room, he sat down on, you know, a little stool that the doctor sat on. And he like came like right here face to face. Like, have they referred you to an oncologist? my heart sank because I already know what an oncologist was. My mom died from cancer. And I was like, no, why?
Did he think that maybe the nurses had told you, or what? Like, why would you just come to you like that?
I have no idea. Now, granted, he is the best surgeon for breast cancer. I will give him that, but the deliverance of it, I was like, what? Why would I need to see an oncologist? Like, what are you saying to me right now?
That's crazy.
And I mean, you know, it's just, I kind of like blacked out for the moment because I was like, I didn't cry. I went numb. And then I ended up calling my husband and I called my dad because they weren't too far from where I was. They came and we discussed everything. He wouldn't even tell me what stage it was. He told me I had to go to the oncologist that they had to go. So I left there not knowing if I got 1 or 4, am I dying or, So the rest was history. I went and saw the oncologist and, told me what it was, what stage it was, and told me that they didn't know the treatment at first. They didn't know what we were going to do. But I did know that I had to go back in to have surgery because when he got the lump out, he didn't get the margin around it because he didn't know it was going to be cancer. I'm like, didn't you do that the first time? Just in case. So I had to go back in and have surgery again and got the margin that was around the tumor. And it was a little bit more cancer on that, but after the surgery, he was like, I got it all. He was like, I got it all. And then the oncologist told me that he he didn't suggest that in the beginning, but I knew I had to get radiation. The entire time though, they were saying that they didn't think I would need chemo. And they said if I was comfortable with getting a double mastectomy, just get a safe side, I could. I chose not to.
Oh, so you did the double mastectomy?
No, I chose not to because I didn't want to. So we did I had to get 33 rounds of radiation because I had CIS on my chest wall. That's breast cancer that they didn't get. So I had to have radiation. They did 33 rounds of radiation, which, should have hit that CIS. And then they put me on tamoxifen.
Okay. So, 2 questions. You talked about before you guys even got to the surgeon, right? Your gynecologist, you did a mammogram, there was a lump, right? But they said it was benign. First of all, I didn't know you could tell from a mammogram if the lump is benign or not. But anyways, they said it was benign. I would have thought that when you do a mammogram, you see that there's a lump. The first thing is actually to take it out. So were they suggesting that since it's benign, you don't need to take it out, you should leave it? I mean, because when I had my lump, the lump.
Right.
When I had the lump, the first thing was take it out.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to be there.
Right.
It's not part of your body. So
right.
Anything that is not part of your body, the first thing is
take
go.
it out. Right. I honestly thought they would have done a biopsy first, but they didn't. They went straight to surgery, which I'm glad that and I told my gynecologist, you saved my life. She really did, because if it wasn't for her, I would have waited 6 months. It probably would have been big as my head, okay? And it probably would have been stage 4.
And it's the fact that it was growing and they still said, oh, it's benign, so just leave it. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. You gotta know your body. You gotta know your own body. And it's funny because even way before the cancer, I've always said I would be petrified to have some happen to me that could end up terminal because the doctor's scared.
I can imagine.
Like, you don't know what to think. You don't know who to, you don't know what to believe, what you should really do.
Mm-hmm.
You want to listen to the doctors, but they practice medicine.
Yeah.
They don't know 100%.
Yeah. That's actually true.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was gonna ask you another question. Talk about. So you didn't do chemo. You went straight to radiation, and you didn't do the mastectomy. So, okay, so from people I've interviewed, right? Everyone pretty much opts for a mastectomy because they're like, I don't want to have to go through the stress of being scared of it coming back.
Well, the thing is, it can still come back.
Even with the mastectomy,
I've seen women who's had a mastectomy, double mastectomy, and it came back and they died. So I just put my trust in God, and I was like, if it's meant to come back and it's meant to take me, then it's gonna happen anyway, whether I get it done or not. So, but like I said, it's been year 5. I've been good.
so they didn't take out they didn't take out all the breast tissue. They just took out all that was affected.
So now I have a little bit, which I'll take it.
The dent, is it because of the cancer
tissue?
wall?
No, it's because of the tissue that he took out. Because it was like right in the nipple area. So he went into like the aerial part of it and took out the tissue right. So it kind of looks like this. Depending on how I'm like positioned, you can see the dent, but it's not bad. But like I said, I'll take it.
So is there always? Sorry, I'm just asking.
That's okay.
Is there like always like a dent? Because when I took out the lump, I didn't have any dent. So is it that they took out a lot? Or?
Yeah, they took out a lot. They took out quite a bit. Quite a bit, so much so this boob is really smaller than this other. And if I wear a fitted shirt, I can tell. And if you look, you can tell too. But if you're just like, oh hey, you can really tell. But I can definitely tell. It's almost like a cup size difference. Yeah, but
it's still better than
And lately, I'm not gonna lie, I thought about getting a mastectomy just to get the roots. But I was like, no.
I can imagine after everything that you went through, then thinking about going through surgery again.
Yeah, that's a big ordeal. I can't do it. I'll just live with these, and I'll be fine.
It's so many stories. Okay, so when you found out that you had cancer, what changed for you? How did you react to the news? What were your first thoughts when you found out?
My first thoughts were chemo, and I don't know why that was my first thought, but it was. I was always afraid of chemo, watching my mom do it. So I was like, am I gonna die? I got 3 little girls. They were little at the time. So those were my first thought. Actually, right there in the doctor's office. When he left out of the office to give me a little moment by myself, he left out. I felt like the Holy Spirit, like, immediately said, "You're not gonna die from this." So it kind of gave me a really good sense of peace. But then, when my husband and my dad came, kind of broke down. Because I'm like, I cannot believe I am going through this. Like, my mom just died from cancer 5 years ago. Are you kidding me? Like, what? That was traumatic for me. I was 29 when she died. So 5 years later, I'm getting diagnosed? Like, what? And we don't have any family history. I have no family history of breast cancer. And I was completely healthy. I was young. I wasn't even enough to get a member.
Aside from your mom having a period, was there any family history?
And I did do the genetic testing. I didn't carry any type of messages. What? No. So I didn't have the BRCA. They tested me for everything. The BRCA, the pancreatic. I didn't even know there were so many cancer genes that you can carry. But they tested me for all of them. All of them came back negative. So I asked the doctor, I was like, well, what is this?
So who had the BRCA to your mom?
No. Oh, she didn't have that.
I thought someone had the BRCA.
No, my gynecologist thought, because she had ovarian cancer. Now you have this lump in your breast. Maybe your mom probably had BRCA and passed it to you. So that's when they suggested that I do genetic testing. Which made me happy because but it all came back negative. Like, what is this? The doctor was like, the air was free. Of course, he was being sarcastic with it. But he was like, maybe it was the chicken you ate. I don't know. And he was like, it happens. It happens to the best of us. You don't have to be sick. You don't have to be over 40. You don't have to be white or black. It happens. If you have breast tissue, it happens. Even in men.
It's really fun the cause of cancer, like when it's not genetic, what exactly is it? Like,
what prompts it to activate? Yeah. I've always wondered that too. Well, they did say mine was hormonal. So, like, I guess I had too much estrogen, whatever that means, that caused cells to activate. So that's why I take the tamoxifen to block most of the estrogen, all of the estrogen, which kind of puts me
Okay, the next question. How did your family and friends take it? Did you feel the need to go public with it? Or was it something you just did not want to talk about?
My family were shocked because they were like, as I said, my mom and dad so they thought we were about to be a whole situation. I did not want to talk about it. I have been really to this day don't like to talk about it. I did not want to go public with it. But then I was like, well, maybe because a lot of people, listen, when I did go public with it, I got so many messages. They were like, well, how do you do the self-breast exam? And I was like, what? So you don't check your breast? Like, what are you saying
Trust
to
me,
me?
you'll be surprised. A lot of people do that.
And that's what I quickly learned. I was like, wow. Yeah. So, I gave instructions. And, everybody was like, I appreciate you. Transparency because I wasn't really going to check my breast. And, they were pretty much all under 40, so they weren't getting mammograms either. So, now a lot of people reach out like, hey, I found this one. What do I do? So it's been pretty good. I'm not like a real big breast cancer advocate. Like, I'm not the one who's posting about breast cancer. I don't know. I just
do what you can.
I do what I can because I want to be, and I don't know if this is bad to say, but I want to feel as normal as possible. Yeah. And I kind of want to just block it out. And I know that I know that I had it. I have to go to the doctor, once a year or whatever. But when I do my mammogram for the year and I go to the doctor, I'm done. Like, I don't want to talk about it until next year when I have to go back.
Yeah.
Because I just want I want to try to go back to a normal life. Because I didn't feel normal at all.
I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, I didn't feel normal. I felt like this side of the world was normal and then this was me over here. I did. So I was like, I'm going to creep back over here to the normal side. So, but I mean, you know, when I do talk about it, it's fine. I just don't like to talk about it as much.
Okay, you say you didn't do chemo. How long was your radiation journey? And how was it like mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Like?
So my radiation, I had it in 33 rounds, Monday through Friday. Total Monday through Friday. So I think it was like, so about 2 years. No, it was like 2 months. 2 months, yeah. Right at 2 months, it drained me. It was really tired. It burned my boobs to charcoal. They didn't even tell me that was going to happen. And I was like, towards the end, it was like the color of that color. It was black. It was completely black. And I was like, why didn't you tell me my boobs was going to be burnt to crisp? Like, what? And she was like, well, she told me to kind of clean the burning part of it. And I was like, will it change back? Or am I permanently going to have this one dark boob and one normal color boob? She was like, well, I mean, there's going to be that discoloration. So I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck with this. But I was not. The more I used the cream, after I was completely done with the radiation, it started peeling. So now I'm raw. But it was fine. But after it peeled, it was just like my normal skin. It almost made it smoother. It did. I was like, oh, that's nice. Such a nice caramel color.
Please, what cream is that? Maybe we can, refer now or to people. Do you remember the name of the cream?
It was, oh gosh. I forgot.
Whenever you remember, just send it to me.
Aquaphor or something like that?
Oh, Aquaphor.
Aquaphor. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, the
Aquaphor. Yep.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it was. That was all I used. I didn't use anything else.
Aquaphor is good because I do microshading people. So even when I do microshading, I give my clients Aquaphor.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what she suggested. I went and bought it and it didn't wonder. Yeah. I used it even after the peeling went away. I just kept using it. I eventually stopped. But that's what it was.
Aquaphor. So I know it's a nice, it's a healing ointment, but I use it so very familiar. Okay. So my last and final question. I'm sure we can't stress how important a good support system is, and being that your mom had it, you were there for her, I'm sure you had people, the family, everyone there for you as well. Now, what would you like to see for other survivors and their families or caregivers, that still going through the process, through a journey, or are just about to start going through the journey? What advice would you give both the caregivers and the survivors?
I would say to just try to stay as positive and possible. For the caretakers, I would say be understanding, because it can get frustrating. With the radiation, I was really tired, some nausea, but I've never done chemo, so I don't know how that feels. But I would think by me watching chemo, very sick, and as a caretaker, you gotta watch it. I was a caretaker for my mom. It was very traumatizing, I would say. I would just say stay free at all times. As a survivor, you just gotta keep your relationships alive. And I think that's what, honestly, I feel like that was the purpose of the COVID-19, is my relationship with Christ. And that, it was It worked. But as the caretaker, my husband, he went to the doctors with me. I could tell when they don't want to see their lives, going through it, or being sick or whatever. So, sometimes I can kind of tell that he would kind of like try to make me be as normal as possible, and it almost came off as you're fine, But I knew that was his way of coping with it, because I didn't feel fine and I wasn't fine. But I just feel like that was his own way, because in his mind he was like, she's gonna be fine. We're not even going, we're gonna block this out. She's good. But husbands don't do that. Don't do that. Be, have that empathy, because we need that.
And I actually like what you just said, because while it's not okay, you were still kind of understanding, because it's not easy on you, it's also not easy on him.
Right.
So I like when you said that was his own way of dealing with it.
Yes. I already knew, because that's how he is. Like, even now, if something is wrong with me, because, I think sometimes when they have side effects, if something from the radiation I have, like, heart palpitations, my heart will, like, race, like, 90 going north, okay? And, a lot of times I just don't feel good just out of nowhere. And he still does the same thing. You'll be fine. But again, I know that's just his way of, not wanting to think something could happen to her and I'm going to be alone with these kids. So, I'm like, okay. But of course, when he gets a cold, I'm dying.
Yes, that's how they are.
So
there's a huge difference between when a man is sick and when a woman is sick.
I have a cold. I had cancer.
Exactly.
Okay? But like I said, I know his personality, and I know his heart. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
And I know in his own way as well.
Yeah.
So I know that was just his own way of coping with it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
this has
you
been
for
an
having
amazing
me.
interview. Guys, we're going to be right back, so don't go anywhere. We're just going to go to the makeup session now, and we'll be right back to see the final results. everyone, welcome back. So we're done with her makeup and this is the finished look.
I love it.
Thank you. So before we go, it's a tradition of me. I like to get the autograph of everyone I interview.
Oh.
So if you would please sign your autograph on my shirt.
I would love to.
Thank you. Anyway, sign.
Okay.
Thank you
Here you
very
go.
much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I have a little something for you. I know at the event that we met, I told you that I was going to give you guys your crown. So I have your crown today.
Oh.
But I have this for you. Please don't open it till you get home.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I won't.
And well, this is not coming as a surprise anymore because I already let the cat out of the bag. So y'all, I met Audrey already before at an event and I gave her a sash. So today I'm going to be giving her a crown. And I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for coming out and for doing this and sharing your story.
Thank you.
This interview. And I just want to, like I told you guys the other day, you're a warrior, you're a queen. That's what your sash says. And I want you to always remember that. If you ever feel down or feel, any type of way, always look at your crown and your sash and tell yourself that I'm a queen, I'm a warrior, and I can overcome every obstacle that I face.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, so before we crown you, let me put the sash over. And from one queen to another.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like a princess.
Like a queen.
Like a queen. My daughter's a princess.
But thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
This was a great experience.
Oh.
Thank you.
Alright, so thank you everyone. We've come to the end of this section and please make sure to subscribe, comment, share, all that fun stuff. Like, exactly. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bye.